Guys, I'm back again for another video. Today I wanted to chat about why I am going to force my son to be vegan. And I know that sounds super controversial and yeah, that's kind of the point, I guess, is I think that there's a lot of people out there that feel that that's extreme or feel that you're putting your morals on your children. And I guess I just wanted to discuss why I think it's okay to do that and how I think that truly every person does that, every parent does that. Why I decided that I wanted to raise my child vegan is because I am vegan. Every parent chooses for their child what they will eat. And you as a parent are buying groceries, you're making the food, you're making the choices. And if you want your child to eat a healthy diet, then you are making that choice. If you want them to be able to just have free range of anything that they think sounds good, you are making that choice as well. So, for me, making the choice to have my son be vegan alongside me and alongside my husband, it makes sense because that is what we do in this household naturally. And if I were to go outside of that, it would be fairly illogical, I think. Just like a person who is, technically an omnivore, they're not going to, I don't know, what does an omnivore not eat? But they're not going to bring something into their household that they don't want to eat. They're just not going to do that. And I think every parent gets to make that choice, and I think as long as it is out of love and they're making the choice out of trying to do what's best for their child, and hopefully successfully doing what's best for their child also, I think that is what truly matters. I think by making the choice for my child until he's able to make his own choice of what he wants to eat, I think even still at the age of 8 or 9, of course they're able to make choices, but does every parent let their 8 or 9-year-old eat as much candy as they want to? Probably not. Do you let your kid eat dessert for every meal? Probably not. That is a choice that you're making for them. So I think it's important to consider that that is what every good parent does, is they make choices for their children, and they are the ones that are going to try to set them up the best they can for the best and healthiest life. I'm just another parent that's also trying to do that, and maybe I see things a bit different than the majority of society. I think obviously the majority of society is not vegan, but I think it's becoming a lot more commonly known that a vegan and vegetarian diet is more sustainable. It's really good for the planet, it's really good for your health. So why not bring our little ones up with this understanding as well, and be able to make their own choices later on when they're capable of making a health conscious decision for themselves later on. With myself, I'm not so picky that I check every single bread to make sure it's vegan. I'm not quite to that extreme with anything, and I really don't want to be. I've been like that before, and it wasn't a really, I don't think it was a very happy way to live. And I won't force my kids to be that way either. I won't choose for them to have to check every ingredient and everything, but we will eat vegan meals at home, healthy, nutritious vegan meals. And when we go out, I will help them choose the vegan option. And if they start telling me that they want something else, maybe I will let them try it. I don't really know at this point. But the thing is whatever you're letting your kid do, it is a choice on your part. And it just because the vegan diet is based on morals and based on something that is maybe not as common, it's no different than a choice that any other parent has to make. And but I think that I truly think it will be setting my son up for a healthier start to life. I think, you know, he's been vegan since conception technically, because you know, he's basically built by plants, as I am. I'm not vegan since conception. I think I've been a vegan for about 6 years, but because I am vegan, he's getting vegan milk as well. So yeah, I really truly believe it has such good benefits for children to be raised consciously, you know, one way or another, even if you decide it's right for your children to consume meat and dairy. Yeah, I just think it's important that you do so consciously and you let them know where it comes from, and that meat is from an animal. And you know, the thing is most kids, I think, who are raised consciously are very aware that meat is from an animal, and children love animals, and you know, that's one of their very first, you know, biggest enjoyments in life is animals. You know, puppies and cats and going to farms and zoos, and you know, that's some of the greatest enjoyment that a child can have, is just seeing animals and petting animals and being loving towards them. And so I think that it's only natural for a child to, you know, be raised in a conscious way that, you know, if you eat meat, then you are eating something that you love. And I think that given the opportunity to eat, you know, in a way that was still delicious and still satisfying, I think children would absolutely choose to, you know, avoid eating something that they care for. And so that's all I really want to do, is just raise my son to be aware and to be conscious, and to know that he, you know, his choices have an impact, and that if he, you know, chooses later on to consume animals, I'm not going to, you know, judge him. I'm not going to fault him for that. You know, I was raised eating animals as well, and so I really try not to look down on anyone for how they decide to eat. But I just hope for my child that it will come natural to him to be conscious and to be aware that his choices have an impact, and that, you know, this world is, you know, possibly going down a path that is not sustainable, and every single individual has an impact on that sustainability. And if we can all, you know, at least just do the best we can, you know, do our part. You know, there's some people that avoid plastic almost completely, and I think that's amazing, but that's something that at this point in my life I don't feel like I can do. And you know, I would love to, and I think it'd be amazing to not have so much trash to throw away and that kind of thing. But if everybody is able to do, you know, everybody can just do their part in the way that they are capable, then I think this world would be a much better place. And yeah, I just want to move the world more in that direction, just by myself and with my family, and yeah, and not setting up, oh, wow. I'm not setting up any expectations for anyone else. I'm just simply living my life and doing the best I can to help the others or other people around me to do the same. And of course, for my son, that's all I really want, is just for him to be healthy and happy and have the best start he possibly can. So anyway, that was pretty lengthy. Hopefully I explained myself well. If you have any questions, I would love to chat about it below. I know that this is kind of controversial, and I really don't want to offend anybody. You know, I truly think that if you are doing your best and your child is healthy and happy, then, you know, that's what really counts. And yeah, we just want the world to be a healthy, happy place. That's it. Yeah, me too. I will talk to you guys soon. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, I'm always looking for inspiration for content. Most often my videos have kind of been Netherlands related, because I am an expat living in the Netherlands from America. So that's kind of how my videos started, but I'm kind of open to moving in different directions. yeah, kind of just basing it on what people are interested in. Leave me any questions below if you have any that I didn't really answer. And yeah, we'll chat again soon. Bye.